during in the questionnaire, we also asked people about their hopes. Like, what are their hopes for Ypsilanti? And one of the things that came up a couple of times is reducing desegregating the city, building more inclusivity across boards, helping people come together. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts around that?
Well, I have probably mixed thoughts on that because I actually live in a ward that, and I think all of our wards are very diverse. So when I hear things like that, I think that we probably need to get out more and see our neighbors, because when I walk out of my front door, I see a diversity of people, and I'm sure other people people have said that to me, that one of the reasons they like Ypsilanti is that when they walk out their front door, they see a diversity of people. But I think the concern for us right now is the affordability of Ypsi, that there's the thinking that some neighborhoods are not accessible because they're unaffordable. And I mean, even in my neighborhood, I mean, houses are staying on the market 2 or 3 days because people are just that, it's a buyer's market, so people are swooping up those houses right away. But I think when you talk about equity across our city, one of the things that concerns me is that when millages in particular, and I'll use that as an example, when millages come up, there's always a conversation around, if Ward 1 doesn't pass it, it impacts them the most. And I think for me and for most of our citizens, the conversation should be that it impacts all of us, because every dollar comes out of every pocket. So I think it impacts all of us. But I think for your question in particular, that we just have to have more conversations with more people in terms of who lives in our neighborhood, and that we need to get back to being community oriented instead of just driving out of our neighborhoods. We need to take time to know who our neighbors are, because I think that people would be shocked to know in some cases that their neighborhood is very diverse. That people have said to me that, who lives in Ward 2 or who lives in Ward 3, and we all do. That all of us are all over the city. There are a number of African Americans in Ward 2, Ward 3, Ward 1. There are a number of Caucasians in Ward 1, Ward 2, Ward 3. Some Latinos. Just yesterday when I had a coffee hour, several Latino families, said to me outside that, we just moved into Ward 2. We just moved into Ward 3. So I think we're very diverse.